What's up everyone, welcome back to Overlanding World. In this video, we're gonna be doing a little bit of maintenance and renewing our look on our Sequoia. We are gonna be painting our fender flares today, as well as wrapping the side of our car just a little bit. So let's get into it.
So to paint these fenders, we're gonna need a few things. Obviously paint, there's a few different ones. We have white primer, we have the white base, and we have the pearl. This is the pearl paint, so it has a little bit of a sparkle to it. So we got some of that, and after we're done with that, we're gonna spray with some clear coat, and hopefully it matches the car, but we're not too worried about that.
Okay, so we installed these fenders probably about like a year ago now. We have another video, we'll link it down below, of like the whole install process. These fenders are from Roadrunner Fiberglass, which is a company down by San Diego, California. I'm pretty sure they're made in Mexico somewhere, but we picked them up in San Diego. We'll link their information down below if we can find it. But first we're gonna take them off. All you're gonna need is just a 10mm socket, and there's only a few bolts.
All right, so we got them off. They are very dirty, so we need to wash them first, and then we can start painting.
Imagine.
These are way dirtier than we thought they were.
Okay, we cleaned as much as we could. There's still some dirt on here that's just never gonna come off, so we'll see how that goes.
Mask, super important if you don't want to die by the time you're 40. Okay guys, it's day 2. We painted these last night in the dark. Don't paint anything in the dark. But surprisingly they came out pretty good. It's pretty windy today, and we're gonna try to spray on the clear coat, so hopefully it turns out good. But as you guys can see, still white. It's kind of hard to mess up white.
So ever since we changed the fenders from the stock to these ones, this light has lost its like place where it bolts on. So it kind of just like sits in here, but this is not tight enough to hold it. So what holds the light on, basically, if you come look, is like these zip ties that we put that hold onto the connectors, and then the connectors are holding onto the light. We've had some issues where the light has like fallen out, and we've been driving with the light like this. So we're gonna see if we can add another zip tie somewhere to hold it better. We'll see. Basically, another thing that tries to hold it is this like clip that sits in here with the light, but there's another broken piece right here, so that's always why it falls out. So we'll see. Alright guys, so now we're on to the wrap portion of the video, where we're going to be adding some cool things to the car. We're going to insert an inspo pic of kind of what we're going for, but again, we're doing this ourselves, so we're going to do our best. Also, sorry for the wind if it's really loud, but we're going to start off with kind of sanding down the spots that are really dented just from us getting stuck, and then we're going to get started on the wrap. Alright, so the spot that we're kind of talking about is like down here, technically on the back door. There's just like a few dents. This is kind of where we got stuck one time and it pushed in the door a little bit. So we're trying to smooth this out as much as possible to make the wrap go smoothly.
So for these rubber thingies that are left over after you take the stickers off, you can get these wheels that will just remove them pretty quick.
Music licensing reimagined.
Alright guys, so we're using the tape to tape it off, the same one that we used before for the bottom there. We're gonna do the stripes, but they're gonna get progressively thicker as we go along. So we're just trying to measure it out from here, and then we are gonna have about like 1 inch to 1.5 inch gap in between. That's the plan as of right now. So we're just taping it up, and then we're gonna start doing the stripes. We've attempted to film this multiple times, but every time we filmed it, we got so invested in the wrap and not doing little bubbles and not having anyone else to film because it needs both of our hands on the car. So this is like 4th attempt at filming and wrapping our car. Other side is completely done. This side we're working on clearly. So David got this far the other day, and now we're gonna finish it off today. So we'll show you everything that we get to. And yeah, we're gonna cut the yellow and to finish that bottom part and do the yellow going up, and we'll see how it goes. Who knows if we're gonna get clips of this either. Okay, a few things we learned while attempting to do this was you need a heat gun, and you are gonna fight during this time. But in all honesty, we've been going pretty well. So we'll see
besides
how...
the fact that it's taken like
it's taken
a month.
Yeah. Well, we thought we could do this a lot faster than we could. I can't see. So yeah, give yourself a lot of time to do it, because especially because this is our first time ever doing something like this. So there was a lot of trial and error, a lot of like ripping it off, doing it again. So we're gonna try to finish the yellow, actually finish the whole car today, but those are our tips. So yeah, let's go. Also, this is another tool that you need. Like a credit card works, but it's better to have like this little felt part so it doesn't like scratch it or create like little bumps.
So using a heat gun is a must, because whenever you have an area like this, you can kind of like heat it a little bit, and then it's all fixed. You also really need to get this 3M string tape. It's called Knifeless tape, and this is what we use to kind of draw straight lines on the car, and it's also what you use to get a perfect cut.
So how you use this tape is you have to make like a little cut so the string has something to like obviously pull against, or pull into I should say, and then it just cuts it. Oh my god, the shadow's so bad.
This side is going a lot faster than the other side when we first did it. A lot of learnings. This squeegee thing's helping a lot. We realized this fender has to come off because you can't really wrap on this rubber thingy, and it really helps to have these razor blades, and then you can cut all the edges.
Alright guys, it's been about 2 months since we originally started this video, and it took us way longer than expected to do the fenders and the wrap. Again, we just had stuff going on every weekend, whether it was trips or prioritizing other things. Since these things were more just like fun things for us to do, it wasn't like super important that we got them done, but if we were finally done. And yeah, we've taken the car on a few trips since having the car wrapped, and as you can see, it's covered in mud. It snowed, it rained, we hit a lot of trees, like are the bushes on the trails, and it's been holding up pretty well. So we're pretty happy with that. We are gonna get a lot of questions, I'm sure, about like the cost of this. I think we've paid around $300 for about everything. A lot of the wrap either came from Amazon or a different company name that I can't remember, but I'll put it in the description below. A company called Vividia, David just told me. So we'll link all that information down below, as well as the colors that we were using. We also got this Toyota sticker, I believe from eBay, super cheap, just a cool addition to add on to the car, and I really think it kind of completes the whole look. So we finished the fenders finally, and the color match isn't really perfect. It's not something that really bothers us though, because we're not really about perfection here. It's just kind of like if it's gonna look good. And so whatever, we did that, we bolted everything back on, and it looks great in my opinion. Going back to the wrap a little bit, we didn't do this all by ourselves. We had some awesome friends and my girls, Alpha and Amanda, help us out. We gave them free creative range to decide what they wanted to do with the front, and they came up with the, you know, the classic 3-stripe design to kind of match the side. So I really feel like it kind of completes the look. We have wrap in the front, in the back, and on the sides, and we're gonna go to the back and show you guys what we did. So we did this wrap in the back, and we were deciding between doing either yellow or red. We went with yellow just because all the taillights and stuff, there's a lot of red. So we wanted to kind of give a contrast color. And the reason why we did this, I know it seems pretty random, but on the corner of our door, we had like a dent from like some random accident type thing. And so the paint was chipping off and it was starting to rust. And so to kind of protect that and prevent the rust from spreading, we decided to do this wrap on the back. And I think it kind of just really completes the look. Also, when we found that when you have a lot of wrap, you do want to just like use it all and like wrap random things. And so we were like, what else can we do with this? And this is kind of what we came up with. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. We know it took a long time to kind of get all this out, and you've probably seen, if you follow us on Instagram, you've seen pictures of this because it has been done for a little bit, but we've just been on trips and been busy. So we're finally getting this uploaded and closing it out. We'll be sure to link all the information on like where we got the wrap, as well as all the paint for the fenders down below. But yeah, we're super happy with how this looks, and I feel like we just got like a brand new car, which is super fun. And yeah, so we'll see you guys in the next one.
Not a little,